Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Happy New Comic Book Day, September 18th, 2024. I hope all you guys found all your books on the cubby, on the new comic book shop wall, or mailed to you. However you guys get your books, I hope you guys found all the books you're looking for this week. I know I did here in the loud, mysterious black bag. I have 4 books. As usual, I've read all the books and kind of put them in like an order of least favorite to favorite. So we'll cover my top 4 this week. And before we get dived into that, I do want to let you guys know I still have a bunch of the Jacob Comics CGC 9/8 mystery boxes available. And right now, while supplies last, we are throwing in 5 exclusive free comics, 2 virgins, 3 trade dresses, retail value of $105 on just the exclusives alone. Plus, you get your chance at the CGC 9/8 TMNT, The Last Ronin #1, signed 5 times by Kevin Eastman and the whole crew that worked on The Last Ronin. First appearance of The Last Ronin. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get dived into that. This week's books, I'm super excited. Loud, mysterious black bag out of the way. And in the number 4 spot, I actually enjoyed all the books this week, though I feel like Hulk's kind of fallen slightly out of favor, or maybe I'm just getting tired of how long this feels sort of drawn out is kind of where I'm at. I'm ready for this battle to take place. And they sort of tied a lot of loose threads together, like in this issue, that sort of has made this whole run up to this point make a lot more sense for me, and I definitely appreciated that we finally did some splaining in this issue. But I still can't say that I'm super enjoying it. I just, it wasn't a struggle to read it this week. I was okay, reading it, but I was kind of like, it felt lacking versus some of the other books that I read and so that, just put it in number 4. It's all right. I'm still going to continue picking it up. I'm glad a Hulk title is almost at a issue 20. I mean, at least someone can keep a run going for a little while, because the last one didn't last very long. And in my number 3 spot, I got Deadpool number 6. I think this might be like the first appearance of Ellie as Deadpool. I don't really think it's going to be like that big of a key, just because we've seen Ellie fight throughout this run. We saw Ellie she has powers, or she fights. Yeah, we've been building to this, and I don't know that this book to me really stands out above the others, but I've enjoyed this storyline. I've really enjoyed the writing. Taskmaster being a part of this little group of main characters that we're following, and Deadpool and him have a great relationship. Deadpool, I feel like he's being written well. He's a hard character to write. You can be too jokey. They're never too jokey, but it's always, it's still a comedic book at the end, and you kind of have to understand that going in, but not one that's just like over the top, everything's crazy. There's some heart, there's some drama, and I think that's why I'm enjoying it. It just feels fun. It's well written. It's funny. It reminds me kind of a Deadpool movie in that sense, outside of the fact that I will say I'm not super thrilled with the current storyline that we're going through with Ellie as Deadpool. That sort of feels a little cash grabbish, but I guess your mileage may vary. It's not awful, and she's kind of cool, but yeah, I don't know. Landed in my number 3 spot for that reason, because it just wasn't super solid. I have X-Men number 4. Kind of surprised that we're already getting an issue not drawn by Stegman. That, issue 4, and Stegman already needed someone to cover an issue for him. So that's a little bit concerning, I feel like. Outside of the fact that the guy that covers for Stegman, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, super sorry, was really good. I enjoyed the artwork. I thought it matched the tone that we've been following, and I maybe kind of liked it a little bit better than Stegman's, to be very honest. So at that, like, the art was good, and the story continues to be very interesting to me. I felt like we kind of ramped up some of the tension in this issue, and some of the things that are going on, we have a little bit better idea, and that's interesting. There was one part in it, and I can't really say without I feel like it's a spoiler to say anything about it, but or not, maybe not really. I mean, Beast goes on a mission. That's not that much of a spoiler. So there was an interaction between Cyclops and Beast where Cyclops sends Beast on the mission at the very beginning of the issue, and Beast is kind of like doesn't want to go on this mission. He wants to continue and with his experiments and whatever he's doing. I don't know, and that kind of, I'm like, I hope we're not going back to old Beast. It seemed odd for the motivation of classic Beast, who I kind of feel like that's who we were thinking we were getting back, was classic Beast. So I'm not sure there was, it's also possible that they're just trying to set up some sort of friction between Cyclops and Beast. And that's kind of why I'm bringing it up and had the problem with it, was if that's the case, I don't understand that either. Like the motivations for why would you, just Beast, if told to go on a mission that he knew him being there would, raise their potential chance of success, and Beast would go. That's kind of where I was at with it. And so it's surprising that he didn't seem to want to go, and I was like, what's going on with that? So maybe that's something too that they're setting up. We shall see. And I don't really think, like I said, I don't think that's a spoiler. It happens super early in the issue, and Beast goes on a mission, and yeah. Anyways, on to the number one book this week. Again, X Factor issue number 2. I think this might be the most well written of the X books. Honestly, it's given me boys vibes. Like, there are definite boys vibes in this, and that kind of really has me hooked on this book. I thoroughly enjoyed it more than any book that I did that week. And this, we're kind of following Havoc and Polaris, and I cannot say that much without spoiling what this book is like, outside of, just saying it's kind of like The Boys, but X-Men. And so there's a governmental type group that's heading up this operation and hiring these mutants to be on the X Factor team, and they're using like lots of TikTok type small short clips to try to gain a giant following. And I'm not exactly sure, they haven't revealed to us what that's for, outside of I don't know, that we don't really know. But there's a very interesting character who's kind of like comedic relief at times, but also scary as heck, who's sort of the human liaison for this organization, and he's getting our heroes to do things that they wouldn't normally do, or yeah. like he's, what I mean, he's trying to promote them and make them famous, if you will. So that's what I mean. Like, it has kind of this boys vibe. It's really good. It's really well written. The characters that they're using, it's really interesting. Like, There's, some sort of joke characters, if you will, mixed in with characters you actually care about, who have fully fleshed out three-dimensional character development going on. Just a good book right now. I hope this one doesn't get canceled. It worries me because I'm not really digging X-Force. I'm contemplating, do I get X-Force 3 next week? I might, just because it's such a light week, and I think I'm only getting 2 books if I don't get X-Force, and that makes it 3, so it's not, you know what I mean? It's not like a heavy week for me, but I'm also like, not, I kind of don't want to read that one. I want to read this one. This one's really good. I hope this one sticks around. It doesn't have the name recognition of X-Force, being X Factor, but I can't sing the praises high enough for it. All right, guys, that is what I have this week. Click the links below to come check me out on Instagram and get grab a mystery box. I would really appreciate it. As always, we'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.